Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I have another spicy topic, and this topic is the topic we're gonna talk about. It's very spicy. Man will say a lot of people isn't with it or is for it, but we're gonna get into it, right? Alright, so the topic for today is, should a woman propose to a man? Yes or no? And I asked to leave your reasons for your answers. So a lot of people send in their reasons for whatever answer they choose, and I'm here, and I'm gonna also have a special guest which you guys gonna see soon. I just want to say thank you guys. We're at 500 subscribers and I am so grateful. Thanks for all who subscribe. I also want to give a shout out to Ys Convo. They're on YouTube, and on Instagram they're ys_convo. So they basically do interviews. It's like a podcast. So their channel is like a podcast. They do a lot of interviews and stuff over there, which I like. It's something new to YouTube. YouTube is stuck on sometimes the one thing, and it is delightful to find a channel that is different sometimes. So big shout out to you guys. Keep on doing your thing, and thanks for subscribing to the channel. So that's Ys Convo on YouTube, and I'm gonna do a little thing here. You guys can actually find them in the description box. So yeah, so as I say, we're gonna get into that topic here. Here's my co-host, guys. My brother Daquan as usual. Yeah.
Yay.
So the first response, no, because the man gonna expect other things out of the norm and think it's okay. So if a woman proposes to this man, he's going to expect other things out of the norm and think that everything else is okay. What do you think?
No, there's no set in stone idea say if a woman propose to her man, then it's just gonna be like he's gonna be dependent on the woman constantly. I don't think that's what the pattern is gonna be created. I mean, that's just assumptions, because many men already feel less of a man if a woman proposed to them, right? So I don't think there would be any pattern of him saying, okay, she proposed to me and she wear the pants now and whatever, me gonna just sit up on the couch and she gonna give me money for this, money for that. So I don't feel like the pattern will be created. So at the end of the day, no, I don't agree with that one.
Okay. Alright, so the next response goes yes. Sorry. The next person said yes, a woman should propose to her man. So basically this person is saying, because some women really want to get married and they're waiting on the man to ask, which the man is taking too long to ask. You yourself as a woman can go ahead and propose to the guy if you will want to get married and you can't take the wait.
Yes, nothing wrong with that.
Alright, this person said, I don't see anything wrong with it, but I personally don't want that for myself. So
and that's okay.
That is me too. Like, that is my opinion on this, because we're gonna talk about opinion anyways, but that's my opinion. Like, I don't see anything wrong with a girl if she wants to propose to her man, but that's not for me. I would not do that. Alright, next response said no, because you'll be wasting your time. It's embedded in men to lead. If he isn't leading to the mean, it's because he doesn't want to. Save yourself the embarrassment. So So he said, this person said no, because you'll be wasting your time. It's embedded in men to lead. If he isn't leading to the mean, it's because he doesn't want to. Save yourself an embarrassment. Save yourself the embarrassment. Like in me would I think that too, because sometimes if you see a guy they might take too long for propose to you, that means that they don't want to.
Then have the conversation, don't have the assumption in your head.
But if
you in your head all them assumptions, then it don't matter. Because they don't have the conversation first.
That's true. This person said, this is a long response too. Yes, what is the difference? Their heart both desire the same thing. When a man proposes to a woman, it is because he's happy with her. He sees a future with her. Everything he had went through, she was by his side. No matter the bad times, she stood by him. She makes him feel loved, appreciated, and remarkable. His heart desires her, and this leads to his proposal. And you do have women who feels the same. Some will find it foolish to propose to a man, but let's be real here. If she loves the man just as how he loves her, if she sees a future with him as he do with her, then why not make a step?
Right.
The stigma of a man should propose to a woman is made up by overly dramatic people. Period. Love is love, and love will never be twisted. What the heart desires, it will claim. So if a woman desires to commit herself to her man and make the first step, nothing is wrong with that. Nothing's wrong with that. I strongly agree. Nothing's wrong with that. Person spill it out, so exactly. Who won't agree to this? There's no if, nothing. Exactly. Alright. Let's see. Next person said, no woman wasn't meant to do that. The Bible say when a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing. Boy, fun is a starter that alone may I continue. Alright. The Bible say. The Bible say. The Bible say. When a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing. Fine. A good thing. But at the end of the day, the Bible didn't insinuate or say to we say. Women are not property. Women is not a good thing. Continue. The Bible never said to we say who if propose to who or whatever be the case. But society paint that picture for us. No. Say, the patriarchal society. Remember saying a man write the Bible, you know? Yes, many versions. Many versions and many things are taken out. I'm a strong believer of God. Right. But I'm not a strong believer of the Bible. I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying. Yes, there's a difference. I'm a strong believer in God, but not the Bible. Kind of everything me see in the Bible me run with. No, because if you take three, it was written by a man. There are many versions out there. Yeah. And I have nothing against it because it is there. The book, the manual of our life is the Bible. But at the end of the day, I'm not a strong believer in the Bible. Because it's been whitewashed. I'm a strong believer of God. Right. But the universe. When a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing. Yes, I agree with that. Because we take the role of the mother, we take the role of everything. No, not in I'm for every woman, but continue. Let me talk now in your turn. I will no, go on, man. Go on. So me say another case here. This is what the Bible says, but the society paint a different picture where they put man at the head of everything. So a man have to take a step. Sometimes a man them want we take the step, but because they don't want to feel belittled, they don't. But anyways, we are going on more in the responses them. I don't want to talk too much. So, next response. Yes, man always propose to woman, so women can do it back too. Okay, yes. Alright. The other person said, the woman shouldn't have to propose. The man should still maintain his masculine role. However, women have to set the standards for what they want. I agree with the woman setting boundaries and letting her expectations be known. If she doesn't do this, the man will think that the woman does not want to be married. So she is okay living at the house, having intimacy and playing the wife role without commitment. So well, this person basically is saying that a man should propose to a woman, and most of us living in the household with a man doing everything, doing the wife roles without being married, that shouldn't be. So the woman should let the man know, you know, have a sit down and a talk to say, oh, we're married or not, because she actually in the house and do all of the wife expectations and stuff, right, without a ring and all of that. How long is this going to go on for? So
have the conversation.
Have that conversation. Alright. Next person said, so the next response. So in the comment below, you know, people more want to put in for 2 cents, you know. Remember the topic is, should a woman propose to her man or a man or whatever, but basically her man. And the next response is, I would say proposing is a man thing. Woman shouldn't propose to a man. That's just my opinion, because I wouldn't want a woman to propose to me. That would make me feel super weird. Like, what are you doing? LOL. Me would have feel small in myself, if you get what I'm saying. Like, example, you can't look upon a gangster you like me and want to propose to me. You're mad? I will not accept that at all. So I think proposing is a man thing. Again, my opinion.
That's fair. That's fair.
So, in basically I say, you wouldn't want a woman to
look,
propose
everybody is
to
entitled to their own opinion, and how you feel to the situation is up to you. So if you feel like that, then definitely that's fair.
Okay. Alright, next person says, finally, I've been advocating for this for the longest while now. Yes, a woman should propose to a man if she sees him as the person she wants to spend the rest of her life with. The tradition of men being the only one proposing needs a change now. Me not married if my woman not propose to me.
Period! That's how it is, period.
So this person is saying not married if him woman not propose to him, and it should be changed now, which I agree on this, because at the end of the day, we're in 2020, we're in a whole different era. Is this era or era?
Era.
We're in a whole different era, and things need to be changed. Like a woman know a work, and woman know
women been working from 1920s.
No, I'm like, woman know in a better position where they can stand up and say, yo, I ain't working for this little bit amount of money and all them something like that. So things can change for true.
Right.
As we say, I have no problem with a woman proposing to her man, but it's just not my thing. I wouldn't do that. This is the last response, guys, and it says, no, as much as women a step outside of what is considered a norm for a woman to do, this is just one thing I don't agree with. I think this is for a man to do. Him asking the question kind of shows his ability to lead and be the leader and be the head of the relationship. So this is what. So now for us to elaborate on this topic.
Indulge in this.
I have no problem with a girl proposing to her man, but I would not do it. And I don't feed on the thing that is traditional, but it's not traditional. I think it's just the norm, because this is what society painted us to follow, that a man supposed to kneel and propose to a woman. But in the sense of the biblical part of it, when the Bible say, come and answer God say, come man write Bible. When the Bible say, he that findeth a wife finds a good thing, and that is also what the pastor said when people that get married. For all the married people out there, if you don't remember what Pastor tell us say, yeah. So we're the man them doctor, we're the man them mother, we're the man them everybody. So it's like, I think like right now for the normalization of a woman proposing to a man it should work. It should. I don't have a problem with it at all. So all the women out there will feel like the man them might take too long, and then maybe the man them shy, and maybe the man them feel like we don't want married either.
Right.
So it's like just have the conversation first. Just have the conversation with the guy, find out where him head there, and if so be the case I want to propose, fine.
Right. For me, like my perspective on this, is that it doesn't take away anything if a woman proposes to a man. As a man, myself, y'all can see, I don't upinge on the idea of fragile masculinity, toxic masculinity. Those are things that are rooted basically and are taught. So for me, if my girl want to propose to me, my masculinity is okay. Like it's still intact. I don't feel lesser than a man. She's not belittling me. I don't feel less than a man, if that's the word you want to put out there. Listening to the comments, the responses, I hear the word leadership. And I'm just like, leaderships there are different types of leadership. You know, there are collaborative leaderships, there are democratic leaderships, but these leaderships can actually be implemented in actual relationships. So I don't feel like if a woman proposed to a man, that's not saying that he will be a better leader. That's just entail that you see him as a leader and you can be a leader with him. You understand what I'm saying? Not you being the vice president to him or whatever. You know what I mean? Like something like a support system. You both can lead in the relationship.
Yep.
You both have a strong judgment, strong decisiveness, and be able to look at each other and say, okay, what is your thoughts on this? Not just him giving you your idea and that's final. You get what I'm saying? So
them did it done.
Right, exactly. And the idea of our society, the societal norms that are rooted in our society up to now are created by white men. The patriarchal society. You know, but it's true. Look, I'm gonna call it what it is. You know, it is true. At the end of the day, we're still living in a white construct and still trying to implement that construct into black bodies, which like I'm just like, it's not gonna work. But holistically, women have always been seen as a thing that men has to go after.
A thing.
You know, exactly. That's why I got a little bottled when she was saying that phrase from the Bible. Like I heard responses constantly saying that. And I'm just like, why do women still look as property and feel like it's okay to be viewed as property?
Why?
You know,
why we think for a position in a house, at the kitchen and for clean and for cook and for be a mother and for be a mother to the man and mother to your pitney them and it's
right, because society said so. You know what I mean? And a lot of us are getting tradition, culture, religion
mixed up.
All these entities are separate. You know what I mean? A lot of people are getting them mixed up and not saying, okay, traditions are different than norms. But norms are societal norms. Remember that. Norms are not just norms, that 5-letter word. That's not it. It's societal norms. It's what some man sat down in a room and see what's constantly happening and say, okay, that's what we're going to call the norms of a society. That's where this gender needs to be doing for the rest of their life, and that what this gender needs to be doing. We're so rooted into what each gender needs to be doing. And I'm just like, no. You know what I mean? We can, at this point, y'all can realize that I'm a feminist. So, and I'm not afraid to look at people and tell them that I'm not. You know, I support strong women. I support that women can become the embodiment of change in anything that they want to do. So, it is the idea that if a woman wants to propose to a man, I don't feel like the man's gonna feel should be felt lesser than a man, or feel like, you know, a man gonna just be worthless or be viewed that, oh, you're not a real man if you make your woman propose to you. No, that like that's a foolishness. You know what I mean? It is about respect. She respects you on that level where she's like, me not wait for you. You understand me? Because me know say you love me and me love you, so I'm gonna show you that. So that should not take your masculinity away from you. You know, and we've been seeing that throughout the whole 2020 about identity, about honing your own space and stuff like that. And I constantly be telling my friends about, you know, who is your partner, who should be your life partner, people who understand who you are, and like get on that pace, like talk to people
on the same page.
You know what I mean? Like get on that same page, because that's how a relationship works. And like if you're going to go into a relationship, you have that conversation first. You don't go in and start doing these duties.
Yep, do all the wife.
You know, exactly. Like, don't start.
It is boyfriend get boyfriend treatment, husband get
right.
Husband
don't
treatment.
Just go up into these relationships and feel like you're automatically entitled to these titles.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You're not.
Exactly.
So you're making sure that you go into these relationships and you make sure that you have the conversation first. If you bring the chair, them, me have a table, I so I go. If me bring a table, you bring the chairs. That's how a relationship's supposed to be. Or we both bring tables. Understand, like, oh yeah, the manifestation, that's what I mean by tables and chairs. It's about contribution. It's about what can you bring into your relationship and what both of you can contribute to that. So yeah, I don't feel like you're supposed to be less of a man if a woman proposes to you.
It is just because of the norm. It's gonna take a time for the changes. But listen, woman, I think 2-3 years now, me say girls start to propose to their men, and it's something that we're gonna get used to.
Yeah.
We are going to get used to it, because these girls, they ain't gonna stop. They're gonna propose.
It feels
to
weird.
Guys.
Exactly.
And the man them a say yes, like it's so funny, you know. Nobody not turn down. Maybe when they go, they might cuss about it, but
I mean, yeah, like, the little boy, I don't know. The moment,
they're not saying no. They're taking the ring then.
At the moment, like I've seen on social media, like, you know, women are actually proposing to their men, and I'm just like, okay, and the guy is actually saying yes. But I'm like, I was listening to one of the comments, and I'm just like, you don't have to feel weird. I know, yes, there's a guy in the back of your head saying, yo, bro, like, sorry, it feels weird to you because you're not seeing that. So when we start seeing it more in public, in social media, we're gonna get used to it. You know what I mean? Like it's just like a new slang. When the slang starts out, nobody's saying it. You know, like period. Like everybody was like, "Why are you always saying period?" And now everybody say period. You know, it's period. Right, exactly. It's just like a slang. You wait until the slang gets out there and you're hearing everybody saying, and then like everybody just starts saying it. So when we start seeing women actually start proposing, it's gonna be the new thing. It's gonna be okay. Like, oh yeah, my girl proposed to me. Yeah, man, that cool, dog.
Yep.
Like nothing is wrong with that.
So yes, guys, that's the end of this topic. Hope you guys liked it. Leave in the comment box down below what you got from this topic. What are some of the points we said, what you agree with, what you don't agree with. And I ain't gonna force this down on you guys, but listen, this is a new era we're living in, and the things that is normalized back then will be out of the way. Like people are gonna do what they want to do now, you know. And it's gonna be the new trend, because the girls them start do it already, and we just have to accept it. You understand?
Right.
If you are the type when I want to do it, that's fine, because as I said, I would not propose to BJ if he didn't propose to me, right? And don't go around with the biblical idea, you know, that a Asian something. As me say, me no run with everything in the Bible. Yeah, come and write it. But anyways, guys, we have more topics coming, and if you guys want to comment like other topics you want us to talk about, let me know in the comment section.
I just want to end real quick. There's nothing wrong with you wanting to be in your traditional ways, but to be open-minded when things are proposed to you and just listening to it. You know, a lot of people are still rooted in traditions, or still rooted to customs that they've been seeing and been raised in their environment with. And nothing's wrong with that, having it. But when a new thing comes, you don't shun it away or hide it.
Right.
You try to understand it first, or educate yourself on it. And I feel like that's the best thing to do, is to educate yourself. And moving forward, you know, 2021 is going to be out. You know, just try to like be able to open mind yourself and be educated on certain things. You might not accept it for yourself personally, but there are going to be changes going around that you're going to be interacting with. But just educate yourself with it, and that's it.
Because as I said, religion is different, culture is different, the norms are different.
Right. And norms are created by men.
Everything different, so we can't get them all twisted up.
Right.
You know that we throw we off God. But anyways, like, comment, share, subscribe, and let us
that
know
notification bell
in the comment section, you know. And in the description box, the people that want me shout out earlier, Ys Convo, so big up on yourself, and I leave their link in the description below. And thanks for making us reach 500 subscribers, and we're on road to 1K.
Yay.
Alright guys, take care of yourself. Remember to love, laugh,
self-love,
live.
Yes.
Alright, bye.
Bye.